Very good morning. Myself Rakesh Yadav. I am your mathematics teacher. Today again we will study about trigonometric formula based questions. Here one question related to exercise 3.3 in which we have to apply formula and we have to prove the RHS part for this question. Question is question number 10. It is of exercise 3.3 NCERT. Question is prove that sin n plus 1 into x into sin n plus 2 into x plus cos in bracket n plus 1 into x cos in bracket n plus 2 into x is equal to cos x. This we have to prove. So first of all, let us take LHS. Here it is sin n plus 1 into x sin n plus 2 into x plus cos n plus 1 into x cos n plus 2 into x. So first of all we have to think over it, how to apply formula here and which things we have to assign in this question, which terms are assigned in which manner for making it a formula part. So for that we have to check this LHS first of all, how the formula will be applicable here. Sin A sin B plus cos A cos B, in place of this if we take this as a first term and this one as a second term, then it is possible to apply formula in a convenient manner. So first of all we are writing cos n plus 1 into x cos n plus 2 into x plus sin n plus 1 into x sin n plus 2 into x. Now in my previous lecture I have told you that this is just a type of transformation of all these terms in a one single term by applying formula. That I have told you in my previous lecture that how to apply that formula accordingly and how to get the final result. Here it is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B type question. So we may write here cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. The formula for cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is cos A minus B. So first of all, how we can come to know that this formula will be applicable? See here, if we assign this part after cos as A and after cos this part as B, see this n plus 1 into x is here also and here also. So in both the places if we assign n plus 1 into x as A and n plus 2 into x as B, then it is possible to apply this formula. In this way we have to think over this. So it is the applied formula. This is the applied formula. So for this we have to write here where A is equal to n plus 1 into x and B is equal to n plus 2 into x. This we have to assign properly. So now we can apply this formula directly. Sin cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is equal to cos A minus B. So in place of A I will write this now, and in place of B this part. It is in place of A we have to write n plus 1 into x and in place of B we have to write n plus 2 into x. So RHS part of this formula is cos A minus B and LHS is given here in our step. So it will be cos n plus 1 into x minus n plus 2 into x We may take x common afterwards in this step. So it will become cos n plus 1 minus n minus 2 and x is common. If you are having trouble in this step, you may write it in brackets separately and then separate it in next step. But we have to always remember the sign. This is negative sign, that negative sign will be multiplied inside. So you may assign it in this manner also if you don't want to write it directly by applying minus sign inside the bracket. So in this way we may write cos n plus 1 minus n minus 2 into x. This minus sign is multiplied inside the bracket. This x is taken common because here it is present in both the terms in multiplication. So we can take it common. Now n is cancelled. 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. Minus 1 into x is minus x. So it will be cos, we can say minus 1 into x, or afterwards this will become cos minus x. This is cos minus x. Minus 1 into x is cos minus x. Now one more formula is applicable here. Cos minus theta is equal to cos theta only. This is formula which you know, that cos minus theta is cos theta, sin minus theta is minus sin theta, cosec minus theta is minus cosec theta, tan minus theta is minus tan theta, cot minus theta is minus cot theta, and sec minus theta is sec theta only. Only in cos minus theta and sec minus theta it will be positive only in cos minus theta case and in sec minus theta case. Cos minus theta is cos theta and sec minus theta is also sec theta. Remaining all the trigonometric ratios will be negative if this theta is negative. So cos minus x is cos x. Now see our RHS. This is only our RHS. So we may write here now RHS is equal to RHS and hence prove. In this way we can proceed, and we have to apply the formula in a proper manner and assign which term is which one in that formula. Another question, it is question number 11 of exercise 3.3, in which we have to prove cos 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cos 3 pi by 4 minus x is equal to minus root 2 sin x. You may do it by two type of methods. Either you apply here cos c minus cos d, and then by applying that formula you can do this type of question, or you may also apply here cos a plus b and cos a minus b formula. This is another trick, and one another trick that I am telling which makes this question very short, that is, if we take LHS and if we write here cos 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cos 3 pi by 4 minus x. Now if I will take this term in front and this one as a back term, then minus sign I am taking common for making it formula convenient question. So cos 3 pi by 4 minus x minus cos 3 pi by 4 plus x. So cos a minus b minus cos a plus b, cos a minus b minus cos a plus b, that formula you know already, it is minus, we have to assign that formula also, applied formula. cos A minus B minus cos A plus B is equal to 2 sin A sin B. This is the applied formula here. So, where A is equal to 3 pi by 4 and B is equal to x. A is equal to 3 pi by 4 and B is equal to x, then only it will be applicable, because it is cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. In place of A, 3 pi by 4, in place of B, x. So, cos A minus B minus cos A plus B is equal to 2 sin A sin B. Here minus sign will be as it is. So, it will be minus 2 sin 3 pi by 4 sin x minus 2 sin 3 pi by 4 sin x. Now, it will be 2 minus 2 sin, we may write it pi minus pi by 4. See, on taking LCM, if we take LCM of this, both denominators, here denominator is 1. So, 1 and 4 LCM is 4. Here, then it will become 4 pi minus pi, that is equal to 3 pi by 4, or you may solve this part for getting this. And why we are doing it in pi minus theta form? Because in pi minus theta form, the formula will be applicable. So, sin 180 minus theta is sin theta only, and here it is sin x. Now, sin 180 minus theta is sin theta, so it will be minus 2 sin pi by 4 sin x. Sin pi by 4 value, we know already that it is sin 45 degree. Sin 45 degree value is 1 by root 2. So, it will be minus 2 into 1 by root 2 sin x. Now, if we want to rationalize this, so we may apply here multiplication of root 2 in numerator and denominator, or one more thing we can do, because this value is equal to this only. If we want to write this 2 as root 2 into root 2, then also it is possible to rationalize the denominator. So, it will be minus root 2 into root 2 minus root 2 into root 2 into sin x upon root 2. So, this root 2 is cancelled. So, it will become minus root 2 sin x. This is our RHS part. We may write here now, hence proved. Now, let me tell you one more thing. This, if suppose anybody of you or any student want to apply cos A plus B and cos A minus B formula, then in that case also he will get the answer. And if any student want to do it by cos C minus cos D formula, then also he is able to do such type of question. If you assign C as this and D as this complete term, then cos C minus cos D will also be applicable here, and from every type of procedure you will get this result only. You may proceed in any particular way, but this is the convenient way. By this way you can get answer very easily. Now, on another question, it is question number 12 of NCERT exercise 3.3. Prove that sin square 6x minus sin square 4x is equal to sin 2x sin 10x. So, in this case, let us take LHS. It will be equal to sin square 6x minus sin square 4x. So, it is well clear that it is in the form of sin square A minus sin square B. Applied formula. If we apply here sin square A minus sin square B formula, then it will be equal to sin A plus B, sin A minus B. This formula will be applicable here in place of A. This is the applied formula where A is equal to 6x and B is equal to 4x. So we may write it in that formula part RHS form, because sin square A minus sin square B is equal to sin A plus B sin A minus B, sin square A minus sin square B. This is LHS part which is given, and this RHS part we are applying here in this question. So it will become sin 6x plus 4x, as A is 6x and B is 4x. So sin 6x plus 4x, sin 6x minus 4x. So it will be equal to sin 10x sin 2x. These two terms are in into or multiplication, so it may be anywhere. You may write in that manner also, sin 2x sin 10x. It is very easy question, but it will become lengthy. If you will apply here A square minus B square formula, then it will become A plus B, A minus B, and then sin C plus sin D, sin C minus sin D will be applicable. But that also you can do this type of question. Through that you can also get RHS. You may form this formula also by applying sin A plus B, sin A minus B formula here, or sin A square minus B square formula if you are applying here. In both the cases you will get the same result, and this is only the proper process by which you will get the RHS in a convenient manner. It is easy way to find answer in this type of, in such type of questions. Now our next question, that is question number 13. Prove that cos square 2x minus cos square 6x is equal to sin 4x sin 8x. Now I will prove it by two different methods, because in previous two questions I have told only how to do it by different methods. Here we will do it by two different methods. See, cos square 2x minus cos square 6x. So formula cos square A minus cos square B, if we are applying, then it will be sin B minus A into sin A plus B. This will be applicable. So it will become sin 6x minus 2x sin 2x plus 6x. Now it will be equal to sin 4x sin 8x. This is our RHS. Here in place of A it is 2x, and in place of B it is having 6x, these two values. So this is one particular method by which you can apply this formula directly and get the result. But if you are not doing so, suppose if you are not having at that particular instant at the time of examination that you have forgotten the formula for cos square A minus cos square B. So let us do it by another method. If I am taking LHS again, I am writing these terms cos square 2x minus cos square 6x. Let it change into sine form. So it will become 1 minus sine square 2x minus 1 minus sine square 6x. One thing you always remember, if here it is minus sign, then you will have to always apply bracket in that term. Otherwise you may make any mistake. Suppose directly if you are doing, and if you are not multiplying this minus with this minus and not making the sign positive, then mistake will be possible. So it will become 1 minus sine square 2x minus 1 plus sine square 6x. Means here I am transforming cos square x term in sine square x term by applying 1 minus sine square theta formula. Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. This is the applied formula. It is your 10th based formula. You are having the knowledge of this formula, and you will have to always write applied formula in such a manner if it is applicable. So you may write here applied formula sidewise also. Cos square x is equal to 1 minus sine square x. This formula we have applied here in both the terms. Why we are doing so? Because we have forgotten the formula of cos square a minus cos square b. So that's why we are changing it in a form of sine, because we are having convenience for applying this formula sine square a minus sine square b, sine a plus b, sine a minus b. So it will become sine square 6x minus sine square 2x. Applied formula here. Sine square a minus sine square b, that we have applied in our previous question, sine a plus b, sine a minus b. So it will be sine a plus b into sine a minus b. Where a is equal to 6x and b is equal to 2x. A is equal to 6x and b is equal to 2x. It is well clear. Now sine square a minus sine square b is equal to sine a plus b, sine a minus b. So we may write here now sine 6x plus 2x sine 6x minus 2x sine 8x sine 4x. So it is first process and this one is second process. We may proceed in any of the manner, we will get the same result by applying a formula in a proper manner. This you have to remember, that you will have to remember the formula always. That is our important part. If you are not having awareness of formula, then you will have to apply that a square minus b square, that is a plus b, a minus b, and afterwards cos c plus cos d, cos c minus cos d, and it will become too much lengthy. So please memorize these formula always. You will have to, if you want to get a proper solution.